Hi friends, welcome to English Study Point. Today in this video lecture, I am going to discuss another famous work by Nathaniel Hawthorne titled as The Scarlet Letter. This work was published in the year 1850. It is set in a puritanical Boston during the 17th century and tells the story of a character whose name is Hester Prynne, who is a woman condemned to wear a scarlet letter A on her chest as a form of punishment and committing adultery. Basically, this story is about this young woman whose name is Hester Prynne. She, in her life, commits one crime, and that is of adultery, and she is forced to wear a scarlet letter where A is inscribed on her chest for the rest of her life, and this is considered to be a form of punishment. Inscribing this letter is a type of punishment that she is given as a result of committing adultery and also of public shame. The novel begins with Hester being publicly humiliated and shamed for her crime, standing on the scaffold holding her illegitimate child whose name is Pearl. What we know from the sentence is that here she is refusing to reveal the identity of who is actual father of this girl naming Paul. This particular thing adds to the public shame and curiosity surrounding her. People became more curious to know about who is the actual father of this girl whose name is Paul. Hester tries to live a decent life and supports herself by sewing and embroidery. She indulges in these kind of activities in order to earn her livelihood, and also she possesses a kind of responsibility of raising her own daughter whose name is Pearl. So she, by indulging in these type of docile activities, she in a way supporting and sustaining her own self. She manages to maintain her dignity and becomes a respected member of the community, but she is subjected to constant ridicule and judgment from her fellow Puritans. So here, Hester faces judgment and isolation from the community while slowly finding her own strength and path of redemption. She is becoming a victim of their ridicule, but she kept on enduring each and everything and learning from these people, and in a way she is gaining strength even after listening so many bad remarks from fellow Puritans. Character of Pearl, who is considered to be Hester's daughter, symbolizes the consequences of sin. This means that this girl, who is considered to be as an illegitimate child, Pearl is symbolic of the consequences of sin which was committed by Hester Prynne once in her life, and she is described as unconventional and wild. Then Arthur Dimmesdale is tortured by his concealed guilt, hidden guilt, which eventually leads to deteriorating health and mental anguish. The pressure to maintain his moral image weighs heavily on him. It means Arthur Dimmesdale is so much tormented by guilt over his affair with Hester and his inability to publicly confess his sins. And though this line, the pressure to maintain his moral image weighs heavily on him, this line also suggests that he becomes this character. Arthur Dimmesdale becomes increasingly weak and frail as his conscience eats away at him. This character, whose name is Roger Chillingworth, he is considered to be as Hester's actual husband, and he recognizes this man Dimmesdale and his deteriorating condition or state and takes it upon himself to torment the minister, suspecting that he is involved in Hester's sin. Here we get to know that this man is disguised as a physician and he wants to seek revenge anyhow and becomes determined to uncover who is actual father of Paul. As time passes, Paul grows into a beautiful and spirited child. She holds symbolic importance. How she holds symbolic importance? Because she, in a way, is seen as a symbol of both Hester's sin and her love, serving as a constant reminder to the community of Hester's transgression, that even though this lady Hester Prynne, she is binded in this institution of marriage, even after having already married to a man, she tried to transgress by maintaining a relation with another man and having a girl out of intercourse with another man whom she is not married. During town's election day procession, Dimmesdale finally stands on the scaffold with Hester and Pearl, revealing his own scarlet letter carved into his chest, and finally he dies. We get to know that he dies shortly after freeing himself from the guilt and shame that have consumed him for so long. Chilling words. After listening this, he lost his life's purpose and he too dies shortly after Dimmesdale revelation. This work contains important symbols such as of scarlet letter. The scarlet letter becomes a symbol of shame and isolation from society and also a mark of defiance and individuality. And another symbol that we notice in this work that keep on recurring again and again is of forest, which represents freedom and the escape from society's constraints. Hester returns to the town and resumes wearing the scarlet letter. She now lives a secluded life away from society and people. But her letter is no longer seen as a symbol of shame, but rather a symbol of strength and resilience. Here we get to notice that this character, Hester Prynne, who is a young lady, she undergoes a transformation from a scorned woman to a self reliant individual who finds her own path to redemption. At last, two characters, Heston and Pearl, eventually leave a place called Boston and they try to settle in Europe, where Pearl marries and Hester devotes her remaining years to helping the less fortunate ones. Means she started helping people who are needy. After Hester's death, she is buried next to Dimmesdale, and her grave is marked by a simple gravestone with just an A inscribed on it and the word Abel egged upon it. Then this particular story with this ends here. Hope this video lecture will help you in your UGC NET English Literature exams. Thank you.